Diesel. This is the story about Diesel, the diesel engine. He plays tricks on other engines. No one liked working with him, but one day, when Thomas got into trouble, Diesel come to his rescue. One day, Percy wasn't feeling well. His joints ached and he couldn't breathe properly. The Fat Controller came to inspect him. "You'll need to go to the works to be repaired," he said. "I'll get another engine to do your work until you're better." The Fat Controller phoned other railways to see if anyone could spare an engine, but the only available engine was Diesel. The Fat Controller didn't want to use Diesel because the last time he had worked at the station, he had caused so much trouble that he had been sent away in disgrace. But as no other engine could help out, Diesel had to do it. The next day, Diesel came to the station to shunt trucks. Thomas was not happy to see him because Diesel had played so many tricks on him before. "Take these trucks to the harbour," Thomas said, "but don't play any silly tricks," he warned him. "Yes, Thomas, of course I won't play tricks. I'll do whenever I'm told," said Diesel. The troublesome trucks teased Diesel. "Yes, Thomas, of course I won't play tricks. I'll do as I'm told," they said in Diesel's voice. Diesel was angry. "I'll teach you," he roared, and bumped the trucks rudely, sending them flying into a siding. The trucks crashed through the buffers and slid up the track. Diesel hadn't meant the trucks to crash. He had only wanted to scare them, but he still wanted them to do as they were told. So he said, "That will teach you to laugh at me." The Fat Controller was disappointed with Diesel. "You will go back to the other railway as soon as I can arrange it," he said sternly. "I won't have any trouble on my railway." After such an eventful scolding, Diesel was glad to be going home. A few days later, Daisy was going up a hill when she felt something splashing against her wheels. She stopped at the next station. She felt hot and her joints were stiff. "You've lost your oil," her driver said. "Bertie can take your passengers while you get repaired." Thomas had to go over the hill where Daisy had spilled her oil. He was halfway up when his wheels started to slip on the oil. Suddenly, Thomas and Clarabelle slipped back down the hill. They reached the bottom. Clarabelle's back wheels bounced off the main track onto an unfinished siding. Her front wheels fell off onto the end of the track and sank firmly into the mud, and Thomas was stranded across the main track. Diesel was at the station waiting to go back home. He laughed when he heard what happened, but then he realized that Thomas was blocking the truck so he couldn't get past. "Oh, bother," Diesel said. "I'll have to help Thomas, or I can't get home." Workmen cleaned the oil off the tracks. Then they put sand on them to help Diesel grip them. Diesel moved slowly forward and was coupled to Thomas. Wooden railway sleepers were put under Clarabelle's wheels so that she could be pulled onto the track. "Thank you for coming to help, Diesel," said Thomas. "We could have been stuck here all day." Diesel gripped the sandy dead rails and pulled with all his strength. Slowly and carefully, he pulled Thomas and Clarabelle back onto the main track. "Well done, Diesel," said Thomas. "You've been a really useful engine." Diesel smiled. It felt good to be helpful for a change instead of always causing trouble. Diesel carefully pulled Thomas and Clarabelle over the slippery hill and onto the Fat Controller's station. "Good work, Diesel," said the Fat Controller. "You've been so helpful today that I'll be happy for you to come back to work at my station." Diesel smiled. He was pleased that he was going home, but he was also glad that he could come again to work for the Fat Controller.